Hey guys, welcome to another video, and today I'm going to talk about my trip to Vancouver, Washington. I talked to my buddy Josh Hamlin. This was a few months ago. He says, Reggie, we got to go to the Vancouver Retro Gaming Expo. And I was kind of like meh on it because I didn't want to get a passport and all that stuff or a enhanced license. I just thought like, I don't know, man. I'm trying to stop buying so many games. But he said it'd be a good trip, so I decided to go with him, and I had a blast. But I'll go into that after the intro. So the Vancouver Retro Gaming Expo, it's been happening, I believe, since 2010. I think this was their 8th or 9th year. My buddy Josh had a panel up there. He invited me to go there with him. I decided to go with him, as you know. And he picked up John Hancock, and we all went together. And man, it was a blast. Now, on the way there, we got stuck in traffic, which was annoying to Josh because he was the driver pretty much. But thankfully we got through that. Got through borders fine. There wasn't no real hiccup about going through Border Patrol, which was great. And for the first time since I've lived in Washington, I finally got to visit Canada, which was really nice. So we get there, we kind of put our stuff up, we park and everything. We go out to dinner with Kinsey, hang out with her for a little bit, and we're all excited about going to the show. So in the morning time, before the show happens, we're trying to get there maybe an hour before it starts because we want to have our stuff set up pretty much. Me and Josh went to breakfast. We went to the expo. John was already there, and we started looking around, seeing like certain stuff. It was really nice and everything, but by the time we got there, the crowd was already like pretty much wrapped around the door. Like it felt like they were all around wrapped around the building. It was insane. Like these people were ready to get in there and get their stuff going on, and got in there. I looked at a couple of booths, but then I went down and sat down pretty much with Josh at his table. I got to see Terry with the NES, PlayStation, Super Nintendo. I got to play with that a little bit. That was fun. What else happened? A couple people came up and recognized me, which I wasn't expecting, to be honest. I was like, whoa, dude. One of the guys that was running the tournament, I don't remember his name, but he told me, hey, Reggie, would you want to enter into the Street Fighter tournament or any of those tournaments? I'm like, I would, but my panel's going to be happening soon at that time, so I kind of declined. But I wanted to play, but I just didn't. But I met some cool people. One of Josh's friends, Kevin. Kevin is a guy. He had a booth there, and his booth was awesome. He brought the heavy hitters there. Talk about somebody bringing two little Samsons to an event like that. It's pretty crazy. Like he had a little Samson. He had Chippendales 2, DuckTales. It was like, I was like, whoa, like his booth, like it was like a golden, it was like shining pretty much. So I looked over there and I talked with him for a bit. Very nice guy, representing his shirt he gave me, which is awesome. I appreciate you, bro. And what else did I do there? I just kind of went around and just looked around and to see if anything was really, if there was anything was going to really stand out for me at this show. Like anything was going to kind of like, hey, whoa, I'm looking for that. And I was hoping not, but something did, and that was the import section. So I went over to the imports, and this is where the pickups start. So here we go. I'm going to show you what I got in the import section. And I got Guilty Gear X Plus. Now, if you don't know what Guilty Gear X Plus is, it's an expansion on the Guilty Gear X that was released on the PS2 and the Dreamcast here. Basically, this adds some tweaks to like moves and gameplay, and it adds a story mode, which is pretty cool. Now, the story mode is in Japanese, but it pretty much plays out like by winning conditions or losing conditions is how the story kind of progresses in this game. So very cool to have. I've been wanting this for a very long time. I wish we would have got this version instead of X over here, but hey, I finally got it now, so just gotta learn a little Japanese and understand what they're saying. But awesome game to have. Guilty Gear is one of the best fighting games I've ever played. If you haven't played this series, stop this video right now and go pick up a copy. Alright, so next game here. I have the PAL version, but I saw the Japanese version. I said, hey, I might as well get it, because that cover looks cool. It was only $5, 5 Canadian, by the way. So, the rate, the money rate is different. So 5 Canadian is like, I think is like close to like $3 here. I don't know, but yeah, it's close. But anyways, Star Ixiom. This game is like it's a pretty much like I would say it's like a space simulator, kind of like Star Fox, and then in a way it's kind of plays like a tank control, like Resident Evil, like a game, like yes, different camera angles and everything. First you go on your levels where you go like space hunting, and then the next levels you're on the spaceship walking around talking with people. It kind of reminds me of Van Ark a little bit, but actually a prequel in this game was on another system. I can't remember what it was, but check it out if you are into like space adventures. I love space, and I couldn't leave this behind. So anyways, what else happened at this event? So we had a panel at the event, and me and Josh, we did our panel, which was really fun. Actually, John had a panel first. I found out about his panel late. I forgot that it was going on in time, so I went and joined ahead in his panel while he was doing it. That was fun. Asked him a couple of questions, get the crowd into it and everything, which was nice. I think John talked for pretty much for like an hour, so it was really cool, and everybody was really engaged in what he was talking about. So it was a really nice panel to see. And I also think I talked him into making another Neo Geo Pocket video. So John, if you're watching this video, I'm looking forward to that soon. I love my Neo Geo Pocket stuff. But anyways, after that panel, later on in the day, Josh and I had our panel ourselves, and the panel was pretty much giving everybody tips about what to look for when you're buying games, so you won't get ripped off. With a lot of things going on with reproductions and cartridges and everything like that, the higher end games are being reproduced, and some people don't know that they are, and with like different parts and everything like that. So they should be paying top dollar for a reproduction of the game that was already released. And we kind of explained to people that it was only on higher end games mostly. So just to be careful of that. And the tips we gave them was, have a bit tool with you to open up some games. If you're buying a game off somebody, the guy selling it to you is not going to care if you open it up unless he knows it's a fake. So we kind of explained that to people, which was nice. Josh talked about being a reseller, scalpers, and what's the difference, and all kind of stuff. We kind of gave people a lot of information in this video. So, in our panel. So it was really nice, and I loved talking to people. It was really funny up there. And Josh's panel was awesome because Josh, like myself, in some panels, he gives out prizes and everything. So he gave out raffles and everything, and everybody got he put up some good stuff there too. Like you would think most people who give out a raffle at a video game convention, they probably give out like sports games or golf or something like that. Nah, Josh had like Animal Crossing up there, Dragon Ball Tenkaichi, all kind of cool stuff that a lot of people were like, oh my god, like Super Mario World, all kind of cool stuff. So that was nice. That really engaged people into the panel as well. Also in that panel, thankfully John Hancock was there too, because he actually took a picture of us during that panel, which I'm showing you guys right now. And the panel went really well. A lot of people said they liked it. I think we might have gained a couple of fans from it. And after that, after the panel was over, I found out that Kevin had bought us some chicken to eat and everything. So he said he just went to Safeway, hooked us up, and bought it. And next thing you know, we go upstairs, and it was sitting right there for us. So that was really cool. I forgot to thank him for that, because going to these events, sometimes you walk around because you're so excited all day, and you don't eat, and you don't realize you're not eating because you're so excited, and then next thing you know, you start to drag a little bit. So that's another thing at these events. You got to be careful of that. You got to make sure you eat and you're doing your breakfast, lunch, and all that stuff, because you don't want to fall out at this event because you miss out on the deals. So, but had a lot of fun. It was a really great event. Brian is the creator of the show, and he was really nice to us. Very cool guy. I got some of my friend Gerald came up too. It was just a really cool event. It was only one day, but it was a long one day. I mean, it opened up from, I believe, from 10, or was it 9 to 7, something like that, or maybe it was 10 to 9. I can't remember. I think it was 10 to 9. But amazing time. Day goes by fast. Met a lot of cool people there. And so more to the pickups, guys, because I know you want to hear about pickups. So here's some more pickups I got from the show. So there was a booth there that was selling games 2 for $1. And we're talking about PS3 games, all the way up to PS3, like generation to, I would say, 6th generation all up to the PS3 generation. So I decided to pick up, I got Killzone 3, which is my favorite Killzone game. I think this game is awesome. Very cool game to have. I got Need for Speed Carbon, which is costs like $30 on the PS3 for some reason, or it's over $10. I know it's a high price one. So these two games, a Canadian dollar. Man, awesome. And also with that game, It was here somewhere. I might have put it down. Ugh. Games everywhere, huh? Oh yeah, here it is. Need for Speed Undercover, which is, you know, I don't have this game. I have it for PS2, but I wanted it on PS3. I mean, for 50 cents Canadian, why not, man? I had to do it, and I wish I would have got more. I didn't have any Canadian dollars on me at the time because I only had my debit card. So John hooked me up. He paid for the games for me, and I paid him back later. So that was cool. He had those Canadian cash on him, which was awesome. And also here, so here's a couple more games I got. Sorry guys. So one person came up to me. His name was James. Was a real big fan of my channel. He said, "Hey Reggie, how you doing?" I was talking to him for a minute, and he said, "Hey Reggie, I thought you would like this game." And this is a One Piece for the PS3. This game only came out in I think this ain't kind of like a Play Asia release, which is cool. Yeah, third region, or maybe I'm right, but it's Play Asia release. English subtitles, which is cool, and then Japanese voice acting. I hear these games are really wild. James, I want to say thank you for hooking this up, man. I really appreciate that. Anybody who gives me something, I'm like, whoa, man, seriously, thank you so much. I mean, I really appreciate it, man. I haven't tried the game out yet. I am going to try it out today, and man, I'll let you guys know how it is. I think it's pretty good because the One Piece series, I think, is still going on, still very popular. All right, so down to my a few more release things I picked up from the show. I also got a PS1 game that has been eluding me since high school. I saw it at a store called Gameland when I was in high school. I never picked it up because, you know, I had to pick up the other titles before this one, like Resident Evil 2, you know, the real good stuff. But this title, I have never seen that much. And this game is Poy Poy for the PS1. I believe this is like a party game, which is a lot of fun, made by Konami. And it's funny because it has Konami's website on the back of it. This was back in '97, so the World Wide Web was happening, was starting to get popular back then. So very happy to have this. My buddy Josh Hamlin hooked me up. We did a trade. Man, Josh, you are the game father, man. Thank you so much for looking out for me, man. You know, I always appreciate you, man. The reason I even went to Vancouver was because of Josh, man. Josh, you hooked it up, man. Hopefully I just said your name before I might have said John on accident, but I meant Josh. So Josh, thank you so much, brother. Man, you are awesome, man. And Josh also hooked me up with Hunting Ground. Hunting Ground for the PS2. One of my favorite survival horror games of all time. If you have not played Hunting Ground, you know, I don't know what to tell you. You're missing out. I mean, hopefully Capcom re-releases it because it was going to get released as a PlayStation 2 greatest hits on the PS3, but it never happened for some reason. But this game is sick, and I'm telling you guys right now, I can't give this game justice. I mean, it's a seamless. The game loads in the beginning, and then it just seems off the disc the rest of the game. So there's no load times when you open doors. Stuff happening in the game is some of it's random. I'll kind of explain, like, it's a girl stuck in a castle. She gets kidnapped. She gets put in this giant castle. This castle is awesome looking, and there's weird people around there looking for her. Like, you know, they're trying to. One of the first people are not trying to hurt her. He's just trying to play with her, but he's dangerous. So you're trying to get away from him. But they're constantly walking around looking for you. You have to be very careful. You have to hide, and you have to, like, just kind of stay out of their way because she can't fight. Now later on in the game, she gets a dog that helps her, but then you don't want to put the dog in trouble too because he can only do so much. But awesome game, Hunting Ground. If you have not played this game, I don't know what to tell you. And this is my second copy because I love the game that much. All right, so now I think we're down to my last item from the show. Yeah, we are. So we went to Brian's store, and Brian's store, which I'm listing right now here, awesome store. We went in there, and he had a game that I already have, but he had it in box, and that was the Magical Quest starring Mickey Mouse. Now, I bought this game years ago before I sold my Game Boy Advance collection years ago. I got it from Toys R Us for like $5 or $10. It was actually my first Amazon purchase, and the purchase came from Toys R Us on the Amazon site, so it was really cool. So very cool to have this game. I have 2 copies of it now. The extra copy is going to go in here too because it's a 2-player game, so it's good to have 2 copies of it. Very awesome. Brian, thank you so much for hooking it up, man. You were awesome, man, and you did an awesome job on the show. And also, so going back to our last day when we went to breakfast and everything, we got to go to the swap meet, got to visit Kevin's shop, which was cool. Kevin, awesome guy. Man, he hooked us all up on stuff we wanted, man. I really appreciate that. You know, I got one of the last games I need to kind of repair the PlayStation 1 collection. So, actually, that's the game I should be showing you guys, but I'll just display it here. Darkstalkers. I finally got that one fixed. Awesome. You know, no more popsicle stain like a lot of people are obsessed with, like, telling me for some reason. But but yeah, the collection's looking good again, guys. And Kevin, have you to thank for that. Josh, have you to thank for that, brother. I appreciate you guys. So, anyways, I had a very good time in Vancouver. Vancouver, I was about to say Washington. I'm in Canada. Very nice place to visit. I now have my enhanced ID, so I could go there anytime. And hopefully I'll be part of that show from now on. We'll see how it goes. But awesome. But anyways, guys, I'm going to close out this video. So I want to thank everybody for watching. Sorry if I missed videos last week. It's just because I'm actually preparing videos for the channel. I have like 5 uploaded already, just ready to go. And I need to edit a couple more to the quality you guys are kind of used to when me adding footage in the videos. So anyways, guys, Radical Reggie, and I'll see you later.